Darius, the Hand of Noxus. Although many of you might not have heard of Darius, the Hand of Noxus, he is still famous and he's an overpowered being. He's so overpowered that a portrait had to be made of him. Now, even though Darius is only based on a game and nothing out of reality, it still possesses various admirable characteristics. Let's now talk about the background of this mighty man. The portrait is called Darius, the Hand of Noxus, and as the name says, he is the hand of command of the region of Noxus. This means that he is the military leader of the region itself. He was probably chosen for this position because of his intimidation and his power. He actually even has some phrases. Some of these phrases will be strength above all, and you will regret opposing me. Aside from these factors, he's an overpowered being in the game itself, which makes it even scarier for those who play the game. Darius isn't just a killer for fun. He has an objective, which is to destroy Demacia, the opposing region. Now, since Demacia and Noxus are two opposing regions, they're always in a clash of battle. Now, I'll begin talking about the details of the image itself. The first thing that probably everyone is noticing right now will be the giant battle axe type weapon that he's wielding in his right hand. As we can see, it is smeared with the blood of his fallen enemies. This basically means that he's a bloodthirsty warrior, which is another reason of why he's likely chosen as a military leader. What does nearly every military leader have? An army that respects and follows their leader. We can see that the army is actually behind him and no one is opposing or in front of Darius. This means that he can take the lead and finish off his enemies himself. The next detail would be the armor that he's wearing. Now, what's more intimidating than giant metallic rigid armor with spikes? Now, as we can see from this angle, the armor is practically covering his whole body, and since it's a metal, it's probably heavier than himself, meaning that he has superhuman strength. Another piece of evidence that he has superhuman strength is that he's wielding an axe that is actually probably bigger than his body. Now, the last and most important feature of this image would be the eyes. Usually the eyes in any image would be the most important factor. To amplify the intimidation factor within the image, the artist decided to make the eyes seem as if they were looking directly at the person viewing the image. Now imagine being in front of this man right after he finishes his last victim, pummels him into the ground, and then looks directly at you. He's deep into your eyes. Personally, I would fall to my knees knowing that I wouldn't be able to escape this giant axe. Now, although there is a lot of blood, terror, and many other horrific factors within the image itself, once we get to ignore all of this, like the fog of war, the flare, the blood, the weapons, we can see that Darius isn't just killing, he has an objective. Now, the message of this image is to surpass your obstacles, as he is doing. He doesn't let anyone get in his way. The message is that we should overcome all obstacles we come through in our life and keep on moving forward.